Hello and welcome to a new podcast episode here on YouTube. It's been a while, that's because many things, work and life and everything, but I am so happy to be back here to talk to you today. I am wearing, to start off, I'm wearing the Akleja dress that we are, sorry it's not that clean, but we are launching this next weekend. And I will insert photos of the dress, like nice photos of me in the dress in this video. So yeah, so today I just grabbed a bunch of projects that I'm working on right now. And thought that we might do like a podcast episode where I just talk a bit about what's happening right now, what's happening in December, plans for everything, and of course the knit along that started for me. It started last night. I don't know when this will go live, but I think this weekend, so it's Saturday today for me right now. But yeah, so that is the plan for the episode. I hope that you are sitting comfortably, having you might have a knitting with you if I know my audience correctly, and maybe a cup of tea or mulled wine or coffee. I have coffee, and this is the first thing that I want to show you, because 2 weeks ago I received the mug that I bought by, I don't want to mispronounce her name. I will try to let's see here, Etinsel ceramics. I will post her, of course I will post her Instagram account below, but you might also recognize the mug because she has a very distinct and very characteristic style. So this is the mug, and I'm in love with this mug. This is an amazing mug. This is the short version. She also has a tall one, but I really love this size because it fits both with coffee, but I can also have like a jug of tea and then refill. So yeah, I'm very much in love with my new mug, and it's very nice to make like lattes and also hot chocolate and everything, of course, and mulled wine. It's a bit big for mulled wine because that is a very sweet drink. So yeah, but it's perfect for everything, so I love it. And I also saw on her Instagram that she's making a Christmas collection, so guess who's gonna buy more ceramic from her? I am. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm wearing, that's what I'm drinking out of. I'm drinking coffee out of the mug. So I just also wanted to, or maybe I will like blend it in. So this video will remain, this video will contain ads for both my own knitwear brand, where I sell knitting patterns, but I also will talk about Gro Design Studio, which is the sewing pattern company that I have together with a friend. Yeah, we'll start with a sewing project that isn't a pattern. I don't know if it will become a pattern, maybe in the future, but right now it was just something out of need, because today we woke up to -8 degrees Celsius, which is a lot for right now, for this year. It's been quite warm here in Sweden, but we are expecting snow next week, so I'm super excited. Yeah, so this thing, I had it all cut out and mostly sewn up, but I just finished it in a rush today because Hilma really needs this pair of pants. So I have made a pair of dungarees. I'm gonna do some, I think I'm gonna do like a hole in the front, and just to be able to, you know, stick these through and don't have to button them, or you don't have to tie them or anything. So I think that will be the most convenient way. I haven't decided yet, but I also have made a button placket in the on the side of the pant, so we can open it wide and then we can just close it. I will make a buttonhole here and add a button to this placket here. But yeah, so I made them. They are yeah, this is her length, the length of her leg right now. So it's this is a perfect one. It's a bit high up in the neck, but I think that will be amazing because then she can just grow into them and use them all through winter. And my plan is to be able to layer her woolen garments, so she has a lot of merino wool underlayers, so she will be able to wear them, and then add this on top and maybe add like a wool sweater on top or the wool sweater underneath. That's really cute. But yeah, so this is the back of the dungarees. I just I made a, this is knitted boiled wool, so you don't have to hem it, but I did hem like the sides because I don't want them to stretch out, but I didn't bother with like these raw edges. But I just used a pair of pants that she already had that was like kind of big, and then just made this out of that one. I'm really happy with those. I'm thinking I'm gonna write her name somewhere on them because that's good, and then she can just wear them all through winter, which is nice. That is also such a quick make when you're doing something for a kid and you just use the kind of fabric that you don't have to finish the raw edges. That's really nice actually. And I just wanted to show you because she I have 1, 2, 3, yeah, I have 3 nephews and nieces. I have 2 nephews and 1 niece. And I have been knitting for them. The boys are 6 and 8 years old and the girl is 3. So I have been knitting for them before Hilma came, when I had more time. And that is such a payoff now when I have a child myself, because the wool, it doesn't look like the wool has been worn, because they have been wearing it a lot, but they have been good in not washing it that much and taking really good care of it. So I just received 2 new sweaters for me, but I knit the first, yeah, I think I knit both of these like almost 10 years ago, because I knit them before Ville, which is the oldest one, was born, just to knit some baby things because it's a good stash buster, you know. So I just received this little sweater. This is knit in Ramafinull, and this is such a beautiful, still such a beautiful sweater, and I just love it's really soft and kind of thin, but a really warming layer, and it's a beautiful color. And yeah, it has 1 hole here because I think it's stuck to something, but that is so easily mended. I also have kind of like the same color in my stash, so I can just stitch that up. But yeah, I'm so happy to have knitted things for other people that are just circulating back to me right now, because I can just roll up the sleeves and she can have it as a bit of a longer sweater, and then she can wear it all through winter, because that would be this would be her size in late spring something. Yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. And if you don't have kids, if you want kids, don't have kids yet, and your siblings have kids, I highly recommend knitting for them, because, and of course educating the people who are gonna wash them so they don't wash it in the washing machine. Okay, so on to some knitting that I have been doing right now. Last night I had a live stream on Patreon, and this was because I launched my new pattern, the Folklore sweater. And the Folklore sweater is a yoke design. I will post a picture here. It's a yoke design inspired by kurbits, which is a traditional painting style in the northern part of Sweden. So that is a really beautiful technique and expression. So I just really wanted to be inspired by it and make a sweater, because I think the the design and a yoke, you know, goes nicely together. So I did that. And it's been in testing for quite some time, and then last night or yesterday I launched the pattern, so it's now available to purchase on Ravelry. And last night I had a live stream. We also started the Festive Folklore knit-along, which is just a knit-along that runs from yesterday, so you can totally catch up. And it runs to December 23rd, so it's a Christmas sweater knit-along. But you can of course knit it in whichever color you want. I know many people are knitting it in like a green color and a beige contrast color, and that means that you can just wear it all throughout the year, and it feels like more wintry than Christmassy. I am knitting mine in Christmas colors. I started yesterday during the live stream, and you can also watch that live stream if you want to. It's over an hour of me just chatting with people on Patreon, and it's open for everyone. It's just hosted on my Patreon because it's really easy for me to gather things there. So I have everything gathered in one place, but you can access all the materials included in this knit-along. You will be able to get it for free on Patreon, so you don't have to be a paying member, but you have to be a member on my Patreon. But that's free. I just want to point that out because I know some people get like discouraged by when content creators talking about Patreon, because it feels like you have to pay. You don't have to. I do free content there as well, but just to invite you into that cozy space, because I really love that as a platform. So yeah, and you can watch that live stream because I posted it, so you can watch it if you want to. And we talk about knitting, we talk about Christmas, and I did my cast on for the Folklore, Festive Folklore sweater. And this is my progress. It was an hour live stream, but I only did the cast on and then one row of ribbing because I talked so much. So it's hard to, it was like, you know, the first stages. If I had been smart, I would have like done the cast on and one row and then just done the ribbing during the live stream, but you know, yeah. In Sweden we say it's det är lätt att vara efterklok. It's easy to be wise afterwards. But yeah, so I have started my festive folklore sweater, and I'm just so in love with these colors. So this is Ullcentrum Öland 3-ply wool yarn. Both colors are from the tweed collection, and this is English red and this is almond or mandel, engelsk röd. So yeah, that is my choice for this sweater. I already have one in, as you might have seen on my Instagram, I have made my original one in rough sea, Lättloppig rough sea and oatmeal, I want to say. But yeah, so now I wanted more of a warm toned one and a bit more festive, and I think I'm gonna wear this all through winter every year because it doesn't feel only Christmassy. Yeah, so I started mine, and if you want to take part of the knit along, I will of course include the links down below. Robin is calling me. Hey. Okay, so I just had to take a call from Robin, so I don't really know where I left it off. But yeah, if you want to participate in the knit along, you can of course find all the links down below. And if you I also just want to mention that on my Patreon, if you are a member of the highest tier on Patreon, you will get a discount code for the new patterns that I launch. So you don't have all the patterns because I take down the discount code only, you know, it reaches until the date I release the new design, so you will have like a new one. But yeah, so that is a perk for my highest paying tier patrons. So, but yeah, so that is a really nice, we had such a nice time last night. It was such a lovely live stream, and I just, yeah, it was such a, the time just flew by, and I really want to make, and I really, and I will also post a schedule for the coming live streams this November and December, because I really want to make, I really want to host another, at least 2, if all goes to plan, at least 2 live streams before the end of the knit along. So yeah, and I'm aiming to have the yoke done and have like a sleeve knitting or the body round knitting when doing the next live. Yeah, I also wanted to mention that I had, this is my project bag for the Festive Folklore sweater. And it's in here. I just have the 2 skeins here right now, but I think this will fit the whole sweater, I think. And it's lined with a natural linen color, and the outside is wool. It's a herringbone stitch, whoopsie daisy. It's a herringbone stitch wool, and also you know, like a plain red one. And this pattern is from our own, like my own sewing company, which is, and this is called Tusulago project bag. So yeah, that's a really nice one to have. So I talked about the knit along and the Folklore sweater launch. Okay, so I will move on to some other things. I did want to mention that I am making new mittens for Robin. This is huge for me. My fingers end like here. But I am making, this is the Aid knitting pattern that I launched a few years ago, and I'm doing an upgrade with man sizes, like larger hands sizes, because I think that's really convenient to have in a mitten pattern. And I think these are turning out great. He really loves the size and the feel of the yarn. This is Let Loopy, like the second to last gray, darkest gray color, and then just white, because he really wanted a pair of mittens that was just really soft and warm. I might line them with something because I have tons of wool fabric, so I might do a lining because he has really cold hands. So yeah, I might do that. We shall see. But yeah, so I will update the Aid knitting pattern, Aid mittens knitting pattern, when I finished with his mittens. I really love knitting these. These are really, it's like a fun cuff with color work. It's a Latvian braid, and then it's a cuff with color work of the different patterns, and then you make the thumb gusset, and you have this stitch pattern, and then it's just a really simple stitch pattern, and then you decrease for the top of the hand. And it also creates a really thick, nice, fluffy fabric, so it's a really nice and warm mitten. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Okay, so I have some other things. I have a few different knitting projects going, and then I will also talk about something fun happening over at my Patreon this December. But first things first, I am knitting on a pair of socks, and this is the pair of socks that I'm knitting on. So this is either I think this will be the Yule design for my Folklore and fiber. This autumn has been challenging in time, like time-wise, so the Folklore and fiber collection, I'm a bit behind, but there will be, all the patterns will be out in December, hopefully. I won't make any promises, but that is my plan. And my plan is to make like every Advent Sunday, so I will post the Mabon slipper pattern, because it's almost finished. It's just I had to rearrange some things because of deadlines and everything, so I had some urgent things that I had to see to. But yeah, so I am launching like Advent first, Mabon slippers, and then I will have the Samhain something. I have decided, and it's you know, I'm knitting on it, but it's not finished, and I don't want to show you quite yet. But that item of accessory will launch the 2nd of Advent, and then this will like Yule socks will launch on maybe Advent 3rd or 4th, or Christmas, somewhere around there. So I will do like a Advent calendar on my Instagram, and you know, if you know me, you might know that I am crazy about Christmas. Christmas is by far my favorite time of year, and it goes from it goes from September until January. That is my hype for Christmas. So I really love, and the older I get, the more I love Christmas. It's weird, but it feels like we need the bright and the magical time in this world we're living in right now. And it doesn't mean that I really want to buy stuff, or you know, I really want to overindulge. I just want to make it cozy, and I want to make cozy content for you. That is something that is very inspiring to me, to create cozy things. So I will have this pattern advent calendar on my own Instagram, and I will also have like a small advent calendar on my, not advent calendar, Christmas calendar on my Patreon, and that will be for the lower, like all the tiers. You have to pay the lowest tier to be able to participate in this advent calendar. But I will post like one post every day about something Christmassy, something yeah, it's all Christmas. It's different traditions, it's history, it's textile production, it is yeah, intangible heritage in its entirety on my Patreon this Advent. Every day I write a few posts for this, so I have it all scheduled for December, and I'm so looking forward to see what do you think of this Advent calendar, because it's supposed to be kind of like a short, sweet thing to read at a quiet time of your day. So my plan is to post them 6 a.m. here in Sweden, which is, I don't know your time, but you will notice. So 6 a.m. here in Sweden, the post will go live every day of December, or until maybe all of December, maybe just until the 24th, because I have a lot of ideas, but I don't have that many hours to do it. But yeah, so that is like a companion. This will be a part of the advent calendar on Patreon as well. I will write more about the design over there. So it will be connected, but you don't have to subscribe to the Patreon to, you know, you don't, you know, you can be just on Patreon, just on Instagram, or on both. So yeah. But this is I really love this design. I really love knitting this color work because this is a 3-ply wool yarn. So if you know me, you might know also that I don't knit with like traditional, not traditional, with commercial sock yarn or superwash or anything. So I have, like, this is 100% wool, but it's a 3-ply, and I think it's gonna be durable. And then otherwise you just have to mend it, you know. But yeah, so this is coming also. I'm knitting on the 2nd sock right now, and I just started the color work, and that is such a fun time. I love knitting color work in a 3-ply. It's so squishy and like buttery, very nice. So I have this one that I just wanted to tell you about because this is so cute. So I am soon finished with Hilma's balaclava. So I made one. Okay, this looks really small, but it is kind of, yeah, it's quite big. So I made one of these last year, and she's been wearing it so much. She really I think she really likes the softness of it, and of course the warmth of it. Yeah, and it's a really good fit. This is the Baby Bear balaclava. I will post the pattern down below. It's not my pattern. It's a beautiful pattern, it's a really good fit, and yeah, she's been wearing it lots, and she's wearing last year's now, and it's a bit small, so it rises up in the neck. So this year I will do the like the extended version for, yeah, because I think it's just as good to, it's just good to have more warmth, you know. So yeah, and it really matches the pants. It's kind of like the same color, which is not shocking for me. I'm just gonna change the battery on my camera. So I have a few things left. I'm gonna talk a bit more about the Folklore fiber collections, because I am, in the new year, I will release an ebook with all the designs that I released in this collection, but also exclusive designs, and also some texts and, you know, things that go with it, reflections and traditions and everything. So that will be something that you will be able to buy in the new year. I haven't set a date for it yet though, but yeah, it will be an ebook. So I am creating patterns for the extended version of the patterns, and this is one of the designs that I am working on right now. This is the Embroidery mitts, but it's like a full version, like the colder version. And I made, for me, a new kind of thumb for it. I increased on the thumb here, and then I decreased here. So it's a, for me, it's a perfect fit for the thumb, because your thumb kind of looks like that. So I tried to follow the shape of the thumb. And it has the same stitch pattern like the Embroidery half mitt. So it has slipped stitches, and then it has a braid in the middle. And this yarn is also Ullcentrum and their tweed yarn. So I was at the Syhantverksfestivalen, which is kind of like a yarn fair, and I had a lecture there. And afterwards I went to Ullcentrum, and they kindly gifted me some yarns. And this was one of the skeins that I got for free from them. And this color is called Scottish Tweed, and it's the most amazing color. This is actually, when I see this color, when I see this project lying in the sofa, I just instantly think about Cat Weaver. This feels like her color, like the dark, it feels like a combination of her in this mitten. So it's a black and green yarn, like a blackish green. And then it has hints of orange and red and yellow, like specks. It's a tweed yarn, so you know, it has that kind of variation to it. If you haven't seen her content, please check her out. It's amazing. This feels like her in a yarn. So I love this yarn. It's amazing. And it's really nice to knit with. It's also the 3-ply, because I just love the 3-ply yarns right now. But I'm knitting on the second one, so I'm just past, I'm like in the middle of the thumb increases, and I will soon part for the thumb and the hand. And it's quite a big difference between blocked and not blocked. It's quite a bit of spinning oil, I would say, and it's really fluffy and nice when washed. Yeah, can really recommend their yarns, and their yarns is also available, like they do international shipping, so that's really nice. So yeah, I have quite a lot small projects right now, and it feels really good to have something small to knit on, because yeah, I am doing like the bigger garments in my I'm also doing the bigger garments, and I have something planned for 2026 of course, and I have things in my head that I want to start and that I'm gonna start, but it's also nice to have a few different smaller projects that you can just grab on the go and knit on, that isn't huge. Yeah, okay, so we're going to the part of the video where I don't. Okay, so I have, that's everything that I'm, not everything, but that's some of the things that I'm knitting on right now that is like in the near future for me. But I also have some things that I want to share because it's just nice and beautiful and Christmassy. This I actually got for my birthday in October. I wished for it because my dad has this beautiful embroidered wall hanging. I will post a picture if I find it. I will post it here, and I just wanted to have the same one and I don't want to wait for it. So when I saw that on a web shop, like a kit, I just told my mom this is what I want for my birthday, and she listened and she bought me this. So it's a kit with all the ingredients, I almost said, all the materials for this wall hanging, and it looks like this, as you might have seen in the picture. Otherwise here it's a really long one, and it is a lot of work to embroider this, but I'm just I'm just really looking forward to having this project for many years, and just I did this in an evening, so you know it's not that much of a work, but it's a quite a long long one, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to having this. Like every Christmas I can take it out and do some work on it, or I will finish it really quickly and then I can hang it up on my wall. You know, I really love having a Christmas embroidery, like a fine stitch Christmas embroidery ongoing, because I finished my last one last year and it was on the same kind of fabric with the same kind of thread, and I just love working on that one. It feels so Christmassy. But yeah, so I have this in my little plastic bag. The last thing that I wanted to share with you today is the cutest thing ever. I am making a little house. I might have shown you the other one that I got, I don't know, but I bought this kit as well. I think this is the thing with me. I just want to have, I have to be so creative and like design new things all the time, that I just want to have some things that is just plain, you know, making and crafting, not designing or thinking. So this is my things that right now I'm embroidering for relaxation. And this is a wool house that you buy a kit for. It's plastic canvas, and then you embroider all the different sides of the house, and then you assemble it, basically by just sewing the house together. So I have finished all the four sides of the house, and I am doing the first roof part right now, and this is plastic canvas that you get, and then wool yarn which you sew with double threads, and then you just assemble it. So it's really nice. And okay, so this looks like a mess right now, but yeah, this, you get this box and then you have all the things. You have needles and yarns and the canvas and the instructions and everything, and then just sew it together. And I just love the design of this little house. I think Hilma is gonna really enjoy playing with this one. I really enjoyed playing with like tiny things when I was a child. Yeah, and just sew together with the white wool thread, and it's gonna be an amazing house. And it doesn't take that long. It's a really nice craft because you get like really fast results, and sometimes you just want to create something that doesn't take months or weeks. Sometimes you just want to finish something. And this is so nice because you finish like pieces at a time. You don't make the whole house at once, so you can you get like the quicker gratification, and then you get like the long dopamine gratification thing also. So yeah, this is my little evening project now. I'm sitting down in the evening, like after dinner and everything, and Hilma's going to sleep, and I do some cross stitching on this one. It's a really beautiful idea and concept, and she has made, yes, I dropped it on the floor. Okay, so she has made, I have 2 of her designs. So I have that red one, and then I have a stone house. She also has, I think she has 3 more or something, and they cost like $30 or something. 295 kronor, which is not that expensive for the amount of time you put into the craft and the things you get out of it. So yeah, it's a really beautiful project, and I'm hoping to have it finished before Christmas. Or maybe this week even, I don't know. And I also thought that I want to buy some of the plastic canvas, because you can buy that in like the craft store, and then just design my own houses. That would be so cute, like make a little town or something. And maybe I could do that like a Christmas tradition, so I can make one every year, and Hilma can have it for like Advent 1st, for her gift on Advent 1st or something, and she can have it like, yeah, like a little town. I don't know, it really, yeah, I'm really intrigued by that idea. And to make like a little store and maybe a church or maybe something else, you know, it's really cute. So yeah, that was my plan. And that is the last project I think I'm gonna talk about today. Yeah, so the Akleja is dropping next week. We hope that you enjoy sewing her. It's a design that I have been wanting to make for years. And it's one of them, you know, one of the sewing patterns that it isn't hard to do. It's a really easy and simple classic design, but it's also, it has some perks that it has some details that you want to get right. And I'm so happy that Susanne wanted to make this dress also. I'm just very happy with this dress, and also the sleeves are beautiful, of course. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I thought it was gonna be like a 15-minute video or something, I don't know why, but it ended up being a bit longer than that. I'm hoping to make some more video content for December. I won't do like a vlogmas thing, that isn't available for me this year. Maybe in the future I would love to make like a whole vlogmas series some year, but it isn't this year. Maybe next one. So yeah, I'm really happy that you are here on my channel and that you are supporting my channel by watching and subscribing. And if you aren't subscribed, please do. The best thing that you can do for me is to subscribe to my channel and maybe give it a like and comment down below. So yeah, so very grateful to have such a lovely community here on YouTube and on Instagram and on Patreon. It's just yeah, I'm so spoiled with the nice followers. So thank you for that. And yeah, I hope that you love Christmas, because I have a lot of Christmas content coming in the coming weeks. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.